Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered why you don't feel as old as you look? Inside, you're still vibrant, curious, and full of energy, yet sometimes the reflection staring back tells a different story. The truth is, aging is inevitable, but the way we age, the way we carry ourselves, the way our skin glows, the way our spirit shines, that's something we can shape. After 60, beauty doesn't disappear. It changes. And with the right habits, it can become even more powerful, more radiant, and more authentic than ever before. This isn't just about creams and colors. It's about reclaiming your confidence, your joy, and the spark that makes you feel fully alive. In this video, I'll share 8 beauty secrets designed specifically for women over 50. These aren't quick fixes or gimmicks. They're timeless strategies that will help you nourish your body, refresh your look, and reconnect with the confidence you deserve. From the water you drink to the clothes you choose, from the way you style your hair to the way you speak to yourself, every detail matters. Stay with me until the end, because the last tip isn't about skincare or makeup. It's about something much deeper, something that transforms not just how others see you, but how you see yourself. Number 1, hydration, the foundation of radiant skin. I remember meeting a woman named Linda at one of my beauty workshops. She was 64, full of energy, but she confessed she had always underestimated the power of water. For years, she preferred coffee in the morning, a glass of wine at night, and rarely carried a water bottle. Her skin often felt tight, her makeup never sat quite right, and she thought it was simply part of getting older. Then, after a minor health scare, her doctor urged her to increase her water intake. Within 3 months of consciously hydrating, swapping her second cup of coffee for herbal tea, carrying a bottle of infused water, and eating more water-rich fruits, her friends began asking what new cream she was using. The truth? It wasn't a cream at all. It was hydration. There's a scientific reason this happens. After age 60, the skin's ability to retain water decreases sharply. Research published in the Journal of Dermatological Science shows that the outer layer of the skin, the stratum corneum, loses lipids and natural moisturizing factors with age. This means water evaporates more quickly, leading to fine lines that appear deeper, rougher texture, and a dull, tired look. Think of your skin like a sponge. When it's dry, it shrinks and cracks. When it's hydrated, it expands, smooths, and glows. So how much water do you really need? Forget the outdated 8 glasses a day rule. A better indicator is the color of your urine. Pale yellow means you're well hydrated. Dark yellow means you need more fluids. For many women, aiming for around 2 liters a day is a good starting point, but it varies depending on activity level, diet, and even climate. If plain water feels dull, try unsweetened herbal teas like chamomile or rooibos. Coconut water is another excellent option. It naturally contains electrolytes that help with hydration. Don't overlook food. Cucumbers, watermelon, strawberries, and leafy greens can provide up to 20–30% of your daily water needs. Of course, we also need to address the habits that quietly dehydrate us. Coffee and alcohol are the biggest culprits. I'm not saying you have to give them up completely. I still enjoy my morning latte, but for every cup of coffee or glass of wine, I make sure to add an extra glass of water. Another mistake I often see is using harsh foaming cleansers. If your face feels squeaky clean, that's a red flag. Those formulas strip natural oils, leaving mature skin even more parched. Instead, reach for a hydrating cleanser with glycerin or aloe vera that cleans without compromising your skin barrier. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly paid attention to how much water you drink in a day? Do you notice your skin looking tired after a long flight or duller after a week of parties and wine? Start observing, and you'll see how quickly your skin reflects your hydration choices. Hydration is not a quick fix. It's a daily commitment. Within weeks, you may notice smoother texture and a subtle glow. Within months, your foundation will blend more seamlessly, and those fine lines won't appear as etched. Think of hydration as the invisible beauty treatment you control every single day. And here's the key. Hydration is only the first building block. Once you've laid that foundation, the next step is how you care for your skin from the outside, choosing a routine that is simple, targeted, and nourishing. Because after all, what good is water if we don't protect it? Let's move into the second beauty trick: smart skincare that works with your skin, not against it. Number 2. Skincare made simple and smart. One of the biggest mistakes I see women over 60 make is thinking they need 10 different bottles on their vanity to look youthful. The truth? Your skin doesn't need complexity, it needs consistency. A smart routine with 3 essential steps, gentle cleansing, targeted hydration, and daily sun protection, is often more effective than an elaborate regimen. I once worked with a client named Margaret, 65 years old, who swore by strong scrubs and exfoliating acids. She believed that the more she polished, the smoother her skin would be. In reality, her skin was raw, irritated, and constantly tight. I suggested she stop all aggressive exfoliants and switch to a hydrating cream cleanser, a serum with hyaluronic acid, and a broad-spectrum SPF 30. Within 8 weeks, her skin transformed. The redness subsided, the fine lines around her mouth softened, and she often joked that people kept asking whether she had finally tried Botox. There's science behind this. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, overexfoliation thins the skin barrier and accelerates water loss, a problem that naturally worsens with age. Instead of stripping, older skin needs formulas that replenish. Look for cleansers with glycerin or ceramides, serums with hyaluronic acid to draw water in, and moisturizers with peptides to strengthen. And sunscreen? Even at 70, it's non-negotiable. A study in Annals of Internal Medicine showed that women who used SPF daily had 24% fewer signs of skin aging compared to those who didn't. Let me ask you, do you apply sunscreen every morning, even on cloudy days? Do you treat your neck and hands with the same care as your face, or do you stop your routine at the jawline? These overlooked areas are often the first to reveal our age. The thin skin on the neck and chest is prone to sagging and spots, while hands exposed to sun over decades develop wrinkles and pigmentation faster than the face. Adding just a minute to extend your skincare down the neck and onto the backs of your hands can make a striking difference. And here's something from my own routine. I used to ignore my décolleté, thinking scarves and blouses would cover it. But after noticing fine creases at 58, I began applying the same serum and sunscreen I used on my face. Today, at 62, my neckline looks far smoother than it did 4 years ago. It reminded me that caring for our skin is not about turning back the clock, but about respecting the skin we live in. So the formula is simple: cleanse gently, hydrate deeply, protect daily. Strip away the noise of complicated marketing and give your skin what it truly needs. But remember, skincare doesn't stop at what you put on your face. What you put inside your body shows up on your skin, sometimes even faster. The food on your plate can either support collagen and elasticity or quietly accelerate wrinkles. Let's explore the next beauty trick: the role of nutrition in keeping skin youthful and radiant. Number 3. Nutrition for the skin. We've all heard the saying, beauty starts from within, and it's never more true than after 60. At this stage of life, the creams and serums we apply can only do so much if our bodies aren't fueled with the right nutrients. Skin cells need building blocks just like muscles and bones do, and what you eat shows up directly on your complexion. Let me share the story of Carol, a 67-year-old woman I coached last year. She had struggled with dullness and fine lines despite using excellent skincare products. When we looked closer, her diet was heavy in refined sugar, morning pastries, sweetened coffee, and desserts after dinner. Together we replaced those habits with fresh fruits, vegetables, and omega-3 rich foods. She also cut her added sugar intake by half. Within just 3 months, Carol noticed visible changes. Her skin tone was brighter, her jawline looked firmer, and even her hair had more shine. She told me her grandchildren asked if she had started wearing makeup more often, when in reality, it was her diet doing the work. Science backs this up. A 2019 study in Nutrients found that high sugar intake accelerates glycation, a process that stiffens collagen fibers and leads to premature wrinkles. On the other hand, vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis. Without enough of it, your body cannot produce collagen effectively, no matter how many collagen creams you buy. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, and strawberries are all excellent sources. Healthy fats are equally crucial. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, women with higher intakes of omega-3 fatty acids had fewer signs of photoaging and better skin elasticity. Foods like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds are nature's moisturizers for your skin. Now, let me ask you, how often do you reach for processed snacks when you're tired, instead of grabbing a handful of almonds or a piece of fruit? Have you noticed your skin looking puffy or inflamed after a week of sugary indulgence? These are subtle signs that your skin is responding to what you eat. One of my favorite youth-boosting recipes is a simple smoothie I make almost every morning. A half-cup mixed berries, antioxidants and vitamin C, 1 handful of spinach, vitamin and K, a quarter avocado, healthy fats for hydration, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, vitamin E and calcium, 1 tablespoon chia seeds, omega-3s for elasticity. Blend until creamy, and you have a delicious, nutrient-dense breakfast that supports your skin from the inside out. I can tell you from my own experience, at 62, when I consistently include foods like salmon twice a week and swap soda for green tea, my skin feels smoother and my energy is far more stable. It's a reminder that skincare isn't only topical, it's holistic. So remember, cutting sugar, increasing vitamin-rich foods, and embracing healthy fats is like giving your skin a daily supplement of radiance. And once you nourish from the inside, the next step is how you frame that radiance with healthy, youthful hair. Let's move into the 4th beauty trick, restoring shine, volume, and strength to hair after 60. Number 4. Hair care after 60. Hair is often one of the first features that reveals our age. Volume decreases, shine fades, and strands become more fragile because estrogen levels drop and collagen production slows. Yet many women unintentionally make it worse with the wrong habits. One of the most common mistakes I see is using shampoos loaded with sulfates. These detergents may create that foamy lather we associate with clean, but they strip away the natural oils that older hair desperately needs. According to a report by the Journal of Cosmetic Science, sulfate-based shampoos can increase hair fiber breakage by up to 30% in women over 55. Another mistake is clinging to hair colors that are either too dark or too ashy. Jet black or deep brown shades may look striking in our 30s, but after 60, they often wash out the skin, emphasize fine lines, and create a harsh contrast. On the other hand, overly cool-toned grays and ashy blondes can make us look tired. Warm, multidimensional tones, soft chestnut, golden highlights, or honey blonde bring light to the face and create a natural lift. I've seen women brighten their entire appearance simply by adding a few warm highlights around the hairline. I can speak from personal experience. At 61, I once insisted on keeping my hair a deep espresso brown because I thought it looked sophisticated. Instead, it drew attention to every wrinkle around my eyes. When I softened it to a chestnut brown with caramel accents near the temples, friends immediately commented on how rested and vibrant I looked. That change wasn't just cosmetic, it restored my confidence. There are small habits, too, that make a big difference. Sleeping on a silk pillowcase reduces friction and prevents breakage. Dermatologists confirm that it can cut down hair frizz and split ends significantly compared to cotton. Regular trims, every 6 to 8 weeks, remove split ends before they travel up the shaft and cause thinning. And nutrition plays a critical role. Hair is mostly protein, so diets lacking in it lead to brittle strands. A study published in Dermatology, Practical and Conceptual found that women with adequate protein and iron intake had thicker, fuller hair compared to those who were deficient. Eggs, salmon, lentils, and pumpkin seeds are inexpensive but powerful allies for healthy hair. Now, let me ask you, how often do you really look at the label on your shampoo? Do you choose colors that enhance your complexion, or do you stick with the same shade you wore 20 years ago? And when was your last haircut? Not just a trim, but a thoughtful style that frames your face and gives you lift. Healthy hair is not about reversing time, it's about making choices that work with your body today. With sulfate-free cleansers, nourishing color choices, silk pillowcases, and protein-rich meals, you can restore shine and strength. And once your hair reflects your vitality, the next layer of radiance comes from how you use makeup, not to mask, but to highlight your natural features. Let's explore the 5th beauty trick, makeup techniques that enhance, not hide, your timeless beauty. Number 5. Makeup for a natural, radiant look. Makeup after 60 is less about covering flaws and more about bringing life and light back to the face. The first step is rethinking foundation. Heavy, matte formulas tend to settle into fine lines and emphasize dryness, while lightweight, hydrating foundations or tinted moisturizers create a natural glow. A study in the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology found that women over 65 who switched to hydrating bases perceived their skin as 25% smoother and more radiant in photographs. Cream blush is equally transformative. Unlike powders, which can look chalky, cream-based formulas melt into the skin and mimic a natural flush. Warm peach or soft rose tones placed slightly higher on the cheekbones add lift and vibrancy. I once worked with a woman who had just celebrated her 70th birthday. For decades, she used matte powders and heavy foundation, believing they made her skin look finished. In reality, they drained her complexion. When we shifted her routine to a sheer, dewy base and cream blush, the change was astonishing. Friends told her she looked 10 years younger, but more importantly, she said she finally saw her own vitality reflected back in the mirror. Eyebrows and lashes are another game changer. With age, brows thin and lose definition, which can leave the face looking washed out. Instead of overdrawing with harsh pencils, I recommend a tinted brow gel or soft powder that matches your natural tone. Fuller, softly arched brows frame the eyes and restore balance to the face. As for lashes, even one coat of lengthening, non-clumping mascara can open the eyes dramatically. A survey by the American Academy of Ophthalmology reported that women over 60 who enhanced their lashes felt their eyes appeared more awake and less tired 70% of the time. Lips also need special attention. Mature lips often lose volume and become drier. Matte lipsticks only exaggerate this, settling into lines. Hydrating, creamy formulas with subtle shine make lips appear fuller. Shades of rose, coral, or mauve add warmth without looking harsh. Personally, at 62, I find that applying a balm-based lipstick in a soft coral shade instantly lifts my entire face, even on days when I wear no other makeup. So let me ask you, when was the last time you switched from a matte product to a cream-based one? Have you noticed how different your skin looks under natural light versus bathroom lighting? Do your brows and lips still get as much attention as your foundation? These small details can make the biggest difference. Makeup at this stage is not about erasing age. It's about celebrating it with softness, color, and balance. By choosing hydrating textures, enhancing brows and lashes, and keeping lips nourished, you create a look that feels fresh and authentic. And while makeup enhances what's on the surface, posture and facial muscle tone can change the entire way others perceive your energy and youthfulness. That's why the next beauty trick focuses on posture and facial exercises, tools that naturally lift and energize your appearance without a single product. Number 6. Posture and facial exercises. Posture is often overlooked in discussions about beauty, yet it can change how youthful we look as dramatically as any skincare or makeup product. A straight spine and lifted shoulders naturally elongate the body, sharpen the jawline, and project confidence. In contrast, rounded shoulders and a forward head tilt not only create sagging around the chin and neck, but also send a silent message of fatigue. According to a 2020 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, individuals with poor posture appeared an average of 7 years older when assessed by observers compared to those with upright alignment. I know this from my own experience. In my late 50s, I developed the habit of leaning forward while reading or working on my laptop. My daughter pointed out that my neck looked shorter and that my shoulders seemed collapsed. Once I began practicing daily posture exercises, simple back extensions, and mindful walking, friends remarked that I looked taller, slimmer, and more energetic, even though nothing else had changed. Facial exercises are just as powerful. Our faces contain over 40 small muscles, and like the rest of the body, they weaken if unused. Strengthening them can help lift sagging areas and improve circulation. One simple move for the jawline is to sit upright. Tilt your head slightly back, press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and hold for 10 seconds. Repeating this 10 times a day helps firm the area under the chin. For the cheeks, smile as widely as you can, place your fingers gently on the corners of your mouth, and push upward for resistance. Hold for 5 seconds, relax, and repeat. A study in JAMA Dermatology found that women who practiced 30 minutes of facial exercises daily for 20 weeks reported visibly fuller upper cheeks and improved firmness. The eyes deserve attention too. Drooping eyelids can make us appear tired. A simple exercise is to place your index fingers just under your brows, gently lift upward, and then try to close your eyes against that resistance. 10 repetitions strengthen the muscles that keep the eyes open and bright. Now ask yourself, when you pass a mirror, do you notice your shoulders slouching forward? Do you catch yourself frowning or tensing your forehead without realizing it? Small corrections throughout the day can have a lasting impact. Try pausing once an hour to roll your shoulders back, lift your chin slightly, and relax your jaw. Not only will you look younger, but you'll feel more confident. The contrast is striking. A woman with poor posture may look shorter, heavier, and less vibrant. The same woman, standing tall with relaxed shoulders and lifted eyes, instantly radiates energy. These adjustments cost nothing but practice, and their effect is undeniable. When we combine good posture with regular facial exercises, we create a natural facelift that no cream can match. But beauty is not only in how we carry ourselves. It's also in how we present ourselves to the world through clothing and style. That's why the next beauty trick focuses on fashion, choosing fits, colors, and fabrics that flatter and energize women over 60. Number 7. Fashion dressing to celebrate the body. Clothing has the power to either highlight your best features or unintentionally add years to your appearance. One of the most common mistakes I see is choosing garments that are far too loose. Many women believe oversized pieces will hide flaws, but in reality, they often erase your shape altogether. A 2018 consumer study by the International Journal of Fashion Design found that ill-fitting clothes were perceived as making women appear up to 8 years older compared to tailored alternatives. Comfort matters, but structure is what creates elegance. I'll share my own story. At 60, I fell into the habit of wearing boxy cardigans and wide tunics because I thought they were forgiving. My daughter once told me I looked like I was borrowing someone else's clothes. It stung, but she was right. When I began choosing tailored blazers with a slight waistline and trousers that skimmed, not swallowed, my frame, I looked instantly sharper and slimmer without losing comfort. Color is equally critical. Dark, muted tones like ashy gray or overly pale beige can wash out mature skin, especially as our natural pigmentation softens with age. Jewel tones, emerald green, sapphire blue, ruby red, deep amethyst bring life back to the complexion and create a subtle glow. In fact, color theory research shows that rich hues reflect light onto the face, enhancing vibrancy. Ask yourself, do you rely on black as your safe color? While black is timeless, too much of it can emphasize shadows and fine lines. Try replacing it with deep navy or warm brown for the same sophistication, but with added warmth. Fabric choice also plays a role. Stiff, heavy materials can add bulk and restrict movement, while fluid fabrics like silk blends, jersey, or lightweight wool drape beautifully, creating a sense of motion and grace. Clothes that move with you send a message of vitality. And let's not forget accessories. They don't need to be loud or overwhelming. A silk scarf in a vibrant color, a pair of pearl drop earrings, or a structured handbag can lift an entire outfit without feeling overdone. I've often said that accessories are the punctuation marks of fashion. They don't write the sentence, but they complete it. Now, let me ask you, when you open your closet, do you see mostly oversized, neutral pieces? How many of them actually make you feel radiant when you wear them? And when was the last time you tried on a jewel-toned dress or blouse and noticed how it transformed your skin tone? Fashion after 60 isn't about hiding, it's about celebrating the body you have today. Choosing clothes that fit well, colors that illuminate your complexion, and accessories that speak softly yet stylishly allows you to project confidence without saying a word. And while clothes can shape how others see us, the most powerful beauty trick goes deeper. It's the mindset we carry, the confidence that shines through regardless of what we wear. That brings us to the final beauty trick, cultivating self-love and confidence. the invisible accessory that makes every woman unforgettable. Number 8. Mindset: the ultimate beauty secret. I once worked with Diane, a 65-year-old woman who had spent decades chasing the latest creams, serums, and procedures. Despite her efforts, she confessed that she never felt beautiful. Her turning point came not from a product but from a shift in perspective. After joining a local yoga group, she began practicing daily affirmations and surrounding herself with supportive friends. Within months, people commented on how radiant she looked. She hadn't changed her hair or makeup routine. What had changed was her energy. Diane told me, "For the first time in years, I look in the mirror and see someone I like." That glow couldn't be bottled. It came from confidence. Psychologists call this the halo effect, when people perceive someone as attractive because of the confidence and positivity they project. Research from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology shows that self-esteem strongly influences how others rate both attractiveness and age perception. In other words, the way you feel about yourself literally shapes how the world sees you. Confidence, kindness toward yourself, and self-acceptance are the most powerful cosmetics. Ask yourself, when was the last time you spoke kindly to your own reflection? Do you celebrate your laugh lines as proof of a life filled with joy, or do you only see them as flaws? How would your days feel different if you started each morning by naming one thing you genuinely appreciate about yourself? Surroundings matter too. Studies in the field of positive psychology reveal that social circles directly influence emotional health. A 2017 Harvard study on adult development found that people who maintained supportive, uplifting relationships not only lived longer, but also reported feeling happier and more youthful. Choosing to spend time with friends who inspire you, limiting exposure to toxic conversations, and curating what media you consume online can all elevate your mindset. I've personally experienced this. At 62, I noticed my energy shifted dramatically when I reduced time in negative social groups and instead joined a local women's book club that focused on growth and creativity. My skin didn't just look healthier, my entire presence felt lighter. So let me ask you, are the people around you lifting you higher or draining your energy? Do you give yourself permission to rest and recharge, or do you push through exhaustion? These choices matter as much as skincare or fashion. When we nurture our mindset, we discover that joy, gratitude, and confidence act like an invisible glow that no highlighter can match. Self-love is not indulgence, it is maintenance of the soul. And once we learn to wear that kind of beauty, every other trick, hydration, skincare, hair, makeup, fashion, becomes an accessory rather than the main event. And this brings us full circle. As we close, it's clear that the ultimate beauty regimen after 60 isn't just about what we apply to our skin or wear on our bodies. It's about how we choose to see ourselves every single day. Let's carry this lesson into the conclusion, where all 8 beauty secrets come together into one lasting message about aging with grace, strength, and radiance. We've now walked through 8 powerful beauty secrets. Hydration to restore your glow, skincare routines that simplify instead of overwhelm, nourishing foods that feed your skin, hair care choices that bring back shine and volume, makeup techniques that enhance rather than mask, posture and facial exercises that naturally lift, fashion that celebrates your body, and finally, mindset, the ultimate secret that shapes how the world sees you. Together, these are not quick fixes. They're daily habits, small choices that build into a life where beauty and confidence don't fade with age, but evolve. Aging is not about fading, it's about shining differently. At 60, 70, or beyond, you deserve to feel vibrant, elegant, and seen. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 8 secrets resonated most with you? Do you already have a personal trick that makes you feel radiant and confident? Share it in the comments so we can learn from one another and build a circle of support. If you found value here, please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share this video with the women in your life who deserve to feel celebrated. Together, we can create a community of women over 50 who embrace age not as a limitation, but as a stage of empowerment and beauty. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I truly appreciate your presence and your willingness to care for yourself in new ways. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue this journey of beauty, style, and confidence. Because life after 50 is not about slowing down, it's about living fully and shining brighter than ever.